Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Now today we're going to be looking at 8 ways that you can have fun without drinking alcohol. At the end of the day, most people have got this ginormous fear that somehow when they remove alcohol from their life is going to be worse off. And this is 100% completely untrue. I know this because the past 4 years of my life that I've not drank alcohol, I have had more fun than my entire life, right? It's been so good. I've traveled the world. I've lived in Bangkok, in Chiang Mai, in Koh Samui. I've been to Bali. I've, done a road trip from the north to the south of Italy. I've started a business, I've started this YouTube channel, I've started doing CrossFit. The list just goes on and on and on and on. I've had so much fun over the past 4 years, and there has not been a drop of alcohol in sight. And just before we get into these 8 ways, I want to say that these aren't going to be traditional ways to have fun, right? I'm not going to tell you to go and watch a movie or go to a yoga class. I actually want to give you some different ways to have fun that's more about improving you. Because at the end of the day, if you drank the way that I drank, we're making up for lost time, right? If you drank for 10 years, 20 years, maybe you had some good progress. Maybe you've got a nice life for yourself right now. Maybe you've got, a nice house, a nice car, beautiful family, a career. Maybe you've got a degree. Maybe you went to school. You might have made some progress in your life, but if you drank, you could have done more. I'm sorry to say it, but alcohol slows us all down. It does nothing for us. It slows us down. It kind of, you waste days drinking. I feel so motivated to make up for this lost time, right? So the way that I have fun isn't probably what you're going to expect. And just before we actually get into it, let me know in the comment section your favorite things to do to have fun. What do you guys do for fun? It'd be really awesome to hear from you guys. And now let's get into it. So the first thing that we can do to have fun without drinking is educational content. Right? It's watching educational content, YouTube videos, it's maybe reading books, and it's really filling our time with learning. I really feel like people that don't learn in this day and age just get left behind, right? The world moves at such a fast pace that we need to constantly be feeding ourselves with good quality information. And we need to be executing with that information, right? I'm not saying that you should sit around all day and spend it watching YouTube videos and doing nothing and just reading books all day. No, that's going to get us nowhere. But at the end of the day, if we can get a high quality course or a high quality book, or even find a high quality YouTube channel, watch that content and then implement it in our life, it can change the trajectory of our life forever. There's YouTube channels out there for everything. There's books out there for everything. There's coaches, there's courses for pretty much everything. We really live in a world where we are blessed with the amount of awesome information out there. And for me, like I said, I'm making up for lost time, right? I have wasted 10 years of my life drinking alcohol. Yeah, I know, I'm being extreme by saying that, but I really do feel extremely motivated to just get my life to a better place. I used to see 20-year-old kids, 23-year-old kids, 22-year-old kids that would just, start these amazing businesses and build these awesome lives for themselves. And I'm 26 at the time, and I'm just getting started, right? So I feel a sense of urgency to just learn as much as I can and implement what I learn. And for me, that is so much fun because learning is making progress, right? If we're learning and executing and improving ourselves, that is fun. So that's the first thing. The second way to have fun without alcohol is physical exercise. Now I know what you're probably thinking. You're probably thinking, that ain't fun. I hate going to the gym. I hate exercising. No, well listen, I used to feel like that. I used to not like training, but I had no goals. So what the best thing to do is to really set a goal for you to work on once you've stopped drinking alcohol. That could be a goal to lose, X amount of weight. It could be to drop a couple of dress sizes. It could be to bench press or squat a certain amount of weight, run a 5K in a certain amount of time. Once you have a goal and a target to aim for, physical exercise just becomes another form of progress, right? We're getting a little bit faster. We're getting a little bit leaner. We're getting a little bit stronger, right? We've got metrics to aim for. And when we've got goals and we start working towards those goals in fitness, it's fun. My poison of choice with exercise is CrossFit. And I know it's controversial and it's not for everybody, but I enjoy the strength training aspect, the Olympic weightlifting aspect. I love the cardio side of things. And that's what I do. I love CrossFit and I love exercise. Now, one thing that really changed my life and changing my mindset around exercise was actually committing to competitions, right? And so I compete in the CrossFit Open. I'm very, very, very amateur. I'm very average at CrossFit, but I like having this goal of trying to get in the top 10% of the CrossFit Open, which is this big competition. That keeps me motivated, right? So maybe that's something that you could do is you could sign up for a competition, a marathon, a powerlifting competition, a Muay Thai fight. I don't know, you could do anything. But I think having a goal, having a target is so important. The third thing to do to have fun, and it's something that I do every single day, is have quality conversations with your family. So that could mean having a quality one-on-one conversation with your child. That might mean having a quality one-on-one conversation with your parents, with your wife, Personally, I call my family almost every day. Some days I forget, like 6-7 days a week. And I'll try and make at least, 20 minutes to have a good quality conversation, with like my nana. Like I speak to my nana 5 times a week. Actually, she's going to come out to Thailand at the end of the month. So that's going to be really, really awesome. But I think, having quality time to speak with our family is so important. And more often than not, like I said, I feel like I'm making up for lost time. That 10 years that I drank, I did not have the relationship with my family that I should have. And once I got rid of the alcohol, that was like a focus of mine, right? It was to really just be there for my family. It was to, be there emotionally for them, to support them and just love them, right? And I think making time for that is just so much fun. And maybe, you're not that close with your family, whatever. Maybe this is more like having quality conversations with friends, with people that matter to you. But that's number 3. And number 4, now, you might not have expected me to say this, but actually another way that you could have fun is to start some kind of online business. And I know that's not going to be for everybody. I know for a lot of you, you've got a career or you've already got a business, but it's something that I did, right? Because I think starting an online business, it's easy. It doesn't require overhead. You don't need to go and buy a building or something like that. You can teach yourself, a bunch of things on the internet for free, and you can start a service-based business or, start making YouTube videos. I mean, there's loads of different ways that you can do this. And it's something that I did, which is why I'm sharing it, right? I know it's not for everybody, but starting, doing something on the internet that's fun, that's enjoyable, that helps people, that makes you a bit of money, why not? The route that I went with this was I wanted to help as many people as I can. So I made YouTube videos, I create this educational content on not drinking alcohol, and then I have a coaching program. But for a lot of you guys, like starting an online business could be a lot of fun. The 5th thing is to travel more. And this is something, again, that I did. In that first year of not drinking alcohol, I went to Bangkok, I lived in Chiang Mai, I went to Bali, I did this road trip in Italy, I went back to England, and then I moved back to Chiang Mai, and I did all this travel. And then when I was back in Chiang Mai, I started doing like a lot of domestic travel. I bought myself a motorbike. At the time, I was motorcycling. I was going up and down Thailand. We were like going on these huge bike rides to a place called Chiang Rai, to a place called Pai. I'd do like we'd go to the border of Thailand, all of these awesome trips on a motorbike. But traveling is a ton of fun. The 6th thing that you can do to have fun without alcohol is to create some adrenaline, right? This is another thing that I love doing. I love, maybe like going on some boys' toys, like, quad bikes or going on a jet ski. Like I said, I bought that motorcycle. So, I kind of like these adrenaline-fueled activities. Like me and my friends sometimes will go go-karting. And, maybe for some of the older viewers of the channel, you've got no interest in this whatsoever, but creating some adrenaline, creating some excitement in your life through doing something that's a little bit dangerous, a little bit edgy, it's so much fun. So at number 7, we've got learning the skill of coaching. So coaching is essentially being able to ask high quality questions to someone that really guides them to like their own truth and really helping them figure out, the blind spots and the areas of their life that they need to focus on. And then it's about asking these questions and then challenging them to take action and holding them accountable to that action. It's a very simple process, but when it's done correctly and when it's done right, it is so, so powerful. And this can improve, the quality of your relationships with your friends, with your family, with your work colleagues, maybe your staff. Being a good coach and being a good leader to people is such a powerful skill. It's such a great use of time to learn that skill. And finally, the 8th thing you can do to have fun without drinking alcohol is something that I've just picked up a couple of months ago, and it's playing chess. So I use an app called chess.com. Listen, I just had to share it with you guys because I'm having so much fun. I feel super enthusiastic about it. I've played it for a couple of months now. And I'm by no means am I any good at it. I'm just kind of still learning and watching a few courses and whatever. But it is a super, super fun activity. And in fact, what I'll do is I'll leave my username on the screen right now. I think it's like Samui Fever. So you can actually add me. If you get chess.com, you can add me as a friend and we can actually play a game of chess. So if you want to do that, just, find it there. I'm down to play some of you guys. You'll probably beat me, but it's still a bit of good fun, right? So that's something that I'd encourage, if you're looking for a new hobby, there's something to try. Hope you enjoyed this video. Have a great day.